All right, so welcome back to a very dry, very hot hillside gardener episode. We have been in a crushing drought, guys. It's the worst drought in 25 years. And I want to show you what the effects have been on my Nepenthes. So I've showed this same plant many times throughout this channel, but I just want to show you what it looks like right now. So it has been outside. I bring it outside every summer when it warms up. And it is actually kind of suffering a little bit of heat stress, guys. Look over here. Some of these older leaves are turning yellow, it's getting spots. Some of the inner leaves are kind of dried off, but that's not overly concerning because, I mean, just look at this right here. Although it's been super hot, which, you know, these are from tropical areas, so the heat is something that they're more accustomed to, but it has been very, very dry. So they do need some humidity and some moisture. So I've been very keen to keep these watered as well as I could have. But check out this little section here, guys. This little basil right here is putting on tons and tons of little baby pitchers. Check that out. So even though it's been super hot and super dry, this Nepenthes has actually done quite well. So let's look at some of the bigger pitchers on the older section here. If I can kind of get through here. There you go. It's another one of the larger pitchers. And I believe this is Nepenthes alata. It's a very common starter plant, basically what people will probably get into before they get into something more exotic and expensive, things like that. But yeah, this plant has done fantastic. It's growing a lot of new growth. Let me get down here. It's still vining out. Okay, if you didn't know, Nepenthes are actually vines who will climb up trees and things like such as that in nature, but I let it kind of just grow over the edge of this bench here in the summertime. And when I bring it inside for the winter, I kind of keep it on the dining room. There's a table there and it kind of dangles down and does its thing. So it's done pretty well. So let me show you what else we have growing here at the nursery and just kind of talk about the overall effects of the drought on these as well. But I do want to show you one last thing before I show you something else. If you look down in here, guys, the soil, right, it does stay pretty moist. So that is one thing I think I would recommend in the times of droughts like this, is get out. I typically water in the evenings. It seems to do better. Kind of gives them that, you know, overnight to kind of recharge and grow. And it's putting on tons of new growth. So look at these tip growth right here, right? So although it's been in the 90s every day with no rain, other than the rainwater I've been providing it from the rain barrel, it's done quite well. I could not be more excited. If you check the pictures, they are full of little insects, so it is doing its thing. So let me show you some of the other things. These are just some bachelor buttons I was growing, ornamentals, and they are, of course, have dried up. They do not like the heat, especially the drought, but nonetheless, it was worth a shot. But down here, those are seeds that I've taken off the plants and kind of sprinkled around, so maybe I'll get a nice fall crop of these beautiful flowers. Moving over here on the bench, these are some figs I got that I'm going to try to plant at my urban lot that I'm trying to regenerate. They're doing okay. They have a little bit of a fungal spot here, but I think that'll kind of work itself out as the plant is actually in the ground and has a chance to get full sun. It does get a little shaded back here on the nursery tables, but here we go. My Dawn Redwood I've grown from seed. Now this is the first year I've ever seen this damage on my redwood tree. Look at this, guys. These leaves, I guess you can call them leaves, these sections here like this, these are actually kind of drying up and withering away, but the plant is still very, very much healthy and is putting on new top growth right here as we speak. So I do the best I can to keep it watered, but I think it's actually a temperature thing. It just doesn't like the temperature. Although this is not even in the full sun, it's still suffering quite a bit from the drought. Another fig tree with a kind of a worse problem. I need to cut these leaves off, quite honestly. I'll do that today when I finish filming this video. But yeah, that's it's gonna be another project for me, guys. I do have some figs that are ripe on my big fig tree outside. I'll make a video of that coming up very soon if you're interested in learning about fig trees. Now this right here is, well, at least the seeds I got were called Aleppo. I'm not sure because I've had some mixed reviews on it, but these peppers here, guys, are ripe, but they're almost kind of soft and squishy, almost like a very, very ripe Serrano, or even maybe a Tabasco, if you know what that is. But these are annuums, okay, Capsicum annuum, so it's not a Tabasco plant, but maybe it's somewhere along the line got crossed with the Serrano. I'm not really sure, but the flavor on it is pretty sweet. The flesh on it is actually very, very juicy. Yeah, it's got good heat, but it's not overpowering, so it's good. I'm going to try to draw those out and do something with those later on in the season. Just want to show you that. But although it has been super hot, it is finally starting to put on some pods, guys. It is loaded, and these up here are actually crispy and crunchy, right? Like you would expect a pepper to be. When they get fully ripe, they actually turn a little bit soft. So that's an interesting thing if you're interested in some of that. But yeah, I got the seeds called Aleppo. I'm not sure if they are or not. I've seen other people review the Aleppo pepper, and it's very crunchy the whole way around. So very confused about that. So back on the topic of Nepenthes, this is one that I started from a cutting from the mother plant, and it is rebounding. It was doing pretty well this spring until a raccoon, because that happened. It came in and actually ripped this thing out of the pot for some reason. I'm not sure why. And I actually had to kind of rescue it and baby it back to life. But it is putting on some new growth right there. Even some little baby pitchers. Check it out. So yeah, it's hopefully going to survive and thrive and be able to be a full mature plant eventually. But yeah, raccoon definitely took that guy out. And I started something else this year. Don't laugh, because it's kind of embarrassing, but I'll show you anyways. I'm trying to do a little bog garden. Got some Venus flytraps in here, and this is the actual pitcher plant. Okay, commonly we call Nepenthes pitcher plants, but they are Nepenthes. These are the true pitcher plants, and this one has done pretty well. But over here, you can see this very sad Sarracenia, I believe. This also was attacked by the raccoon, and this ripped all the stuff out. And this one I think did not recover at all. It's pretty much a lost cause, but you never know. Miracles can happen, but I'm not really holding my breath on that one. And these two little Venus traps, they were pulled out as well. Our only guess is the raccoon was going for, maybe there was a worm or bug or something in here, or maybe they just wanted the water from it, because raccoons like water. I'm not really sure. I can't explain it, but yeah, these plants here were actually very much affected by the raccoon. But yeah, so that's just a quick little update on the Nepenthes and some other carnivorous plants I have going on here at the nursery. So hopefully we do get some rain. It is supposed to kind of cool off a little bit next week and get some nice actual rain for once. I'm hoping, because it is bone dry back here on the hillside, guys. If you can tell, but once you get past this little layer of weeds, it's just brown and hard and dead. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions about growing Nepenthes or any other kind of carnivorous plants, let me know, and I'll be happy to help along the way. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you here at the hillside. Bye-bye.